I just want to talk for a minute about the channeling and the downloads that I get and just explain something to you if you're interested. So I get information, channels of information, things, sayings, whole things that come in from I don't know where. And I've been doing it for a long, long time, but I didn't recognise it for a long time either. And I remember this one time I was up in my office and I looked out the window and this car with P plates drove past. I probably saw it for 2.5 seconds and I got this whole download. And my husband walked in the door just as this happened. And I turned around to him and I said, oh my gosh, this just came to me. And I went on to tell him, and it lasted for 15 minutes what I told him, and that was not even touching the surface of explaining what all I had got in from just that activation from seeing that P-plate car go past. It was nothing to do with cars, it was nothing to do with P-plates, it was a whole thing. And I remember the look on his face as he said, like, what the actual... And I looked at that reaction and thought, shit, I'm probably like really loopy or something. But these things continued to happen and I started to write them down, and I started to get them when I was meditating in all sorts of places, right? And there was I knew they came from somewhere that wasn't me, because there would be words, phrases, songs, names, things that I didn't even know about, that after the download would come in and I'd make some notes, I'd go and start looking these things up, and they were real and they were true and they were stuff, and they would lead me off on tangents and rabbit holes, if you will, of things, right, to look up. And they expanded my world by insane amounts of stuff. In the early days, they were for me to trust what comes in. But now I do get sometimes that I get the nudge to share, which I do. And I don't share half as many as I would like to, because I'm still trying to become comfortable with the fact that this is a thing, right? And I still remember the look on my husband's face, and we've been together for over 30 years. He knows me, and he was like, what the actual, right? So I just wanted to share that. There are other people who get these things too, nudges, activations on little, it starts with little things, right? It starts with the little things so that you can then trust it and think, oh, there's something in this, right? And then it comes up to the bigger and bigger things. I have lived 7 years of my life off these nudges, and people, when I explain to them some of the things that have happened to me, some of the unbelievable good luck that I've had, and people just look at me like, what the actual... Is that my word for the day, what the actual? But that's it. They say that to me, like, how can that be? That can't be. And I say to them, if that hadn't have happened to me and I hadn't have lived it, I wouldn't have believed it either. Trust the nudges. Get on with this intuition thing, with your intuition, your own intuition. Start trusting it, because you'll be amazed what solutions it presents to you. Okay, love you.